I changed my lighting. Is it better this way? Am I gonna complain about my lighting in every intro video? Maybe. Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you're all okay. I'm okay. I hope you are too. So what I wanted to talk about today is just some few tips and tricks on interacting with a self-harmer that might be in your entourage, someone that you just learned is self-harming, someone in your family, doesn't matter. Just a few basic steps that you basically shouldn't take and stuff that you just shouldn't say if you want to be helpful. So there we go. Some of these might just seem super obvious, but what is super obvious always works better if you say you shouldn't do it. I know, weird. So, first thing you shouldn't do when you learn someone is self-harming is go tell everyone. Super obvious, I know, but you couldn't believe the number of times someone reached out to me on Instagram and tell me, well, I told this friend at school or this family member, and now my whole school knows, my whole family knows that I'm self-harming. Self-harming is something that can be very, very private. It's often something that is kept a secret. And when someone trusts you enough to tell you something this personal about themselves, it's probably not for you to just share around. It's something that is private. It's something that is probably a sensitive topic to them. And if you want to talk about it with someone, ask them first, can I talk about that with this person? You will spare a lot of drama this way. Please just be considerate and respect their boundaries. Second thing you probably shouldn't do is ask them to show you their wounds or their scars. It probably took already a lot of courage for them to just go and tell to you that they have this such deep issue. So if you ask them to show the scars, that can be way too nerve-wracking for them. It's often something that has been hidden for a long time and it can just be too stressful for them. I understand that you want to help them, I understand that you want to be able to gauge the situation, but unless you're a medical professional that has to take care of these wounds, or you're someone who is in charge of that person and needs to know exactly what's going on, and you're just a friend or someone like that, I don't think you should ask to see the wounds, because it's something that can feel very private and you probably will bring more anxiety than good. So yeah, number 2. The third thing you shouldn't do, and I don't know why people do it, I find it just so cringy, is when you talk with them about self-harming, don't be mimicking the act of self-harming. It's so awkward. Please don't do that. Imagine if you were doing that all the time, like, oh yeah, I was eating with my aunt, and then I was sleeping, and then I was, I don't know, exercising. It seems so weird, it seems kind of childish, and it probably will make them very, very uncomfortable. Maybe you're like, but Malika, who does that? Trust me, I've seen it. And it's quite awkward when people are like, yeah, this people is self-harming. Why are you doing that? Please don't do that. Fourth one, that again might seem super obvious, but please don't belittle the situation. The first time a medical professional saw my wounds, they looked at them and said, well, it's not something to worry about, I've seen way worse. And thinking back, I think they were trying to reassure me and reassure my parents that the situation was not super bad. But saying to someone that is suffering and is coming out about their suffering that their suffering is not that bad, or that the wounds aren't that bad, or that it could be worse, really doesn't feel helpful. The person needs to feel validated and feel heard. If you just say, oh, I've seen worse, what the person is gonna understand is probably that they're not suffering enough and that they're just maybe making it up or something like that. So if someone is coming out to you, please don't belittle the situation and say, oh, it's nothing, or I've seen worse, or the scars aren't that bad, or something like that. It can be very hurtful, so please don't do it. And fifth and final one that I will talk about today, I will definitely do more of these videos because I have so many other ideas and you guys have great ideas too, is making the situation about yourself. So if someone is coming out to you and telling you, hey, yeah, I'm self-harming, I'm feeling super bad, don't make it about yourself. Don't tell them, how can you do this to me? You're breaking my heart, I feel so bad now. I understand that it's hard for you to hear that someone you care about is hurting, but that's not the moment to talk about you and your feelings. It's the moment to talk about their feelings and validate their feelings. We can talk about your feelings later, it's not the moment for them. Don't make it about yourself. You're not the subject right now. Don't say, why, you should have told me sooner, I am feeling so bad right now. Telling you're upset is okay. Telling them I'm sad for you is completely okay. But don't make the whole situation about the fact that you're upset and the fact that, oh my god, this is so terrible, you're such a bad person for making me feel bad. Put yourself on the back seat just for a moment and listen to them. So that's it for today. That was actually a video I really enjoyed filming. I will definitely do more of these videos. It might even become a series. Please tell me if you found it helpful. Tell me if you disagree with what I'm saying. Tell me in the comments. Always tell me in the comments if you disagree with me. You have the right to disagree with me. I'm not God, sadly. If you want to chat with me, you can hit me up on Instagram. I always answer each and every DM I get on Instagram. Link in the description. We're almost 20k there, guys. And I also have an art contest going on Instagram, so go check it out if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.